Hello everyone, I'm SCP-Man11. The clock is being annoying, so that's a good time to start. Today we are doing the guides at how to counter every SCP in Rbreach, part 2, because I did promise I'd make a part 2 and part 1, so if you haven't already, go watch part 1, although you don't have to because these are different SCPs. There are a total of 10 SCPs in the game, I believe. I think. I hope there isn't more SCPs, or else we might be screwed. But if you can hear the clock, it's being an annoyance like always. So that's the time to start the video. So let's dive right in. Disclaimer: some SCPs in this video may have lots of ways to counter them. Just because they have lots of ways to counter them does not mean they are a bad SCP. I did not list every single way to counter each SCP. If you want to know more ways to counter each SCP, consider checking the SCP Rbreach wiki. Thank you, and now on to the video. So we're going to start off strong with SCP-280, although that might be the opposite. But ways to counter this SCP: 1. Be aware of SCP-280's lunge ability. When SCP-280 uses this ability, make sure to run while closing doors on it. 2. Engage SCP-280 with your group. SCP-280 will struggle to kill all of you and may run away or just commit dead, and that's not healthy even for SCPs. Number 3. Be Mu-13, aka Ghostbusters. Keep your PCRUV and use it against SCP-280. Number 4. Due to SCP-280's loud groans, you can easily track SCP-280 or run away. And number 5. Realize it is the most underrated SCP in the game and sacrifice yourself to the 280 cult. If you do not think that SCP-280 is a bad SCP, we will hunt you down. This is not a threat. This is a promise. Now SCP-076-2. Ways to counter this SCP. Number 1. Engage it in a group. SCP-076-2 cannot deal with multiple people at a time, as then it becomes weak. Number 2. Try to stay away from SCP-076-2 and fire from a distance. Number 3. Avoid close quarters with SCP-076-2. He can be very effective in close quarters, and I mean very. He will go full sushi chef on you. My God, I struggled saying that. And number 4, lock them in a room, which is basically how you can counter every single SCP except 106 and 035, and possibly 457. SCP-096. Ways to counter this SCP. Number 1, shoot SCP-096 while they are in their enraged state as much as possible. Number 2, listen for SCP-096's cries in the distance. Running away may be a good idea, or if you're a man, shoot him. Number 3, hide from SCP-096 while they are in their enraged or rage state. Preferably just keep running. Number 4, try to avoid looking at SCP-096. Number 5, lock them in a room. And I know 4 makes common sense because that's literally all you have to do to avoid SCP-096. Maybe you run sometimes, but just don't look at him. There, video ended. Number 6, be ETA-10, aka See No Evil. Moving on, SCP-966. Now, ways to counter this SCP, and what the heck? Wait, there's like 7. Oh my god. Well, that's a lot, so yeah. Number 1, if you see text form on the bottom of your screen, you should round the room with your secondary, not your primary. If you know where they are, basically. Number 2, SCP-966 is visible when they attack. Use this to your advantage, and if you see him visible, try to predict where he would be. I don't know how that makes sense, but I guess he's a spy from TF2. You know, backstabs when visible and just invisible the rest of the round, I guess. Number 3, throwing down smoke grenades may be a good idea. Only do this in narrow hallways, because in wide areas, SCP-966 can just avoid them. And this makes actually great sense on surface because it's such a wide area. You wouldn't know where SCP-966 is except extraction point. So yeah. Number 4. Try checking possible hiding spots on the map. Go watch my D-Class or my hide and seek video if you want to know those. Number 5. Try listening carefully for SCP-966's breathing. Number 6. Lock them in a room. Number 7. Be ETA-10, aka See No Evil. Now moving on to our last SCP we're going to cover, which is SCP-457. And ways to counter this SCP. Number 1, do not throw down incendiary grenades when the SCP-457 is nearby. Those will replenish their health. Number 2, keep a safe distance from SCP-457. Number 3, take SCP-457 on alone. He will gain more health if you and your group are attacking SCP-457 together, although attacking SCP-457 in a group may work sometimes. Number 4, listen for SCP-457's fire crackling. Number 5, use shotguns against SCP-457. Number 6, try to stay away from walls. He can burn you through walls, gates, and doors, so be careful. And number 7, be Epsilon 9, aka Fire Eaters. And that's all, folks. Thanks for watching. Progress on the interactive. I am almost done with it. I am about, I'll say 45% done with it. I still have to do some voicing and stuff. But yeah, that's basically it. I am going to upload more TC2 weapon concepts probably tomorrow. But yeah, let me know what more guides you want to see. I will probably do them. I have had some suggestions in past videos, so thank you. Yeah, I will see you later. Anyways, farewell. Chicken nuggets.